Hello all, good evening. Myself is Dr. Sachin Chandolkar, Secretary ISA Knowledge. This is our case meet number 23, and on this evening we got a very well-known person from our Marathwada, Dr. Prashant Chavan. He is a well-known pediatrician in this field, and he is doing something different that we should know about what is he doing. It's our today's topic, a new financial attitude for doctors that that what he will be speaking henceforth. I will brief introduce him. He is a NSE and NISM certified option trader and trainer, actively exploring financial markets since last 7 years, doing successful trading since last 5 years, and in F1O segment, develop developed option trading module called Option Maven. It is his only trademark thing, and develop pure price action mentorship program also he started. He's trained more than 150 professionals in active investing and trading. He teaches to all doctors, especially to gain a financial freedom in their fields. So, welcome you, sir, Dr. Prashant Chavan, sir. We are all of you. We will see this evening a wonderful talk from him. And sir, this is our one of the thing we are doing every week. This is our ISA Nationals Platinum Jubilee and our city branch Silver Jubilee year. So we are celebrating with this every case meet. So welcome you, sir, on our ISA Nanded platform.
Thank you, sir, for such a wonderful introduction of mine. So I will share my screen, and
Yes, sir.
those I think all of you are must be waiting for this today's session. So we'll
Yes, yes.
directly start, and we will give maximum time on discussion and answering your questions about current market situation and everything. Everyone is having deep their portfolio deep in rate. So everybody wants to know what is happening and how when it will end. So let's start with the some of the our today's slides. So today the topic was initially when we were discussing that we should talk about the basic financial things, but I came to know that you all of you have already done the session of Dr. Prashant Patsore sir. He has given you basic of fundamentals and all financial planning basics. So now what I propose here from today's session that now why not we should build our good investment portfolio. So this is now the financial awakening proper, because everybody among the doctors is now financially somewhat aware, because we have the drive of reading, teaching, and learning many things on our mobile and YouTube and everything. So we know basic financial awareness, but we need to go one step ahead and build our own investment portfolio. So how to build that portfolio in such a panic situation or cold situation in the market? So this is the most important question that we should all answer now. So that's why I have modified or upgraded my topic to this new topic, that is how to build an investment portfolio. So this is a very big thing that I'm going to teach you or going to share with you, all of you. You will remember this lecture if you are going to uh, listen properly and write down the important thing, or you can take a screenshot, whatever you want to do. But these are the some of the basic guidelines that you must should have. You should know. You can give your portfolio to manage to somebody, but even before that, if you are going to give your hard-earned money to manage somebody, you should know the basic principle of how an investment portfolio is built. So I am a currently doing trading training, and also I am a wealth manager also. So this is a new concept that people are coming with, and we are not going to manage or not going to only do trading, but we are also going to do manage your complete wealth. So wealth is a bigger thing. The clients have the different needs. According to their needs, we need to modify their portfolio and their investment horizon and everything. So this is how we manage the wealth of the clients. So you must know the what are the basic principle on that one can build our own portfolio. So I will start. So again, a standard disclaimer for all the viewers and those who are going to watch this video afterwards on YouTube and on other sources where your association is going to share. So if you like that, then you can definitely going to watch this video again and again. So all this content that I am going to give is for educational purpose, and whatever you are going to you are going to do in investing and trading, all carries a significant risk in terms of financial losses. So please carefully invest your money, hard-earned money, and this is all standard disclaimers that we give before any session. So now my introduction has been given by Sachin sir. So thanks for that. So this is my all certification because when I started doing my trading investment, people used to ask me what basis you have that you are at par with the professionals. So I just gave all the exams that is conducted or taken by the statutory bodies like National Institute of Securities Market, that is run by government. So I have came across all the given all the important exams of futures and options in trading, investment, everything. So these are the few certificates. This is option certificate. Uh, so this is zero das when uh, you are profitable for more than 60 days, they issue such certificates. So these are the some of the certificates, because I have lots of certificate I have given. I have came as a successful after their 30 days challenge of fires and 60 days challenge of zero. So now we'll start our session. So an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. So this is the slide. This is the first slide of our session, because uh, unless you have the proper knowledge and your foundation is not good, you are not going to earn money at any cost anywhere in your life, not even in your practice also, and you are not going to multiply your money also. So as you have all called me for these session means you are all interested in getting some knowledge, and learning is very important for all of you. So that's why you called me. So I congratulate all of you because you are conducting such sessions, and this is 23rd sessions. So this is very good opportunity for me also and for you also to share our basis, because I'm also a medical person. So this is the Benjamin Franklin, the guru of our Warren Buffett, and he has taught the basic principles of investment and everything. So this is a common scenario. When I started trading, people used to ask me, "Sir, how this share is going to up or down? What trade should I take?" Simply give us the calls, so that uh, we can earn the money, or we can get the profit. But we know that nobody's eager to learn the things. They just want a ready-made recipe for their profit making machine. So that's why nobody's willing to learn, but you all are came here to learn the things. So I'm very happy. So now we'll start our session. So I'm switching off my camera so that the internet users will be lesser. So what today I'm going to speak or teach you the subject layout. Why to invest? The first question, sir, we have ample of money coming every month, like 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, 10 lakhs, and why we should invest? We have ample of money. We don't need any your gimmick or any your course or any your investment strategy. We have enough money, and I have lots of properties like real estate and everything, cash and everything. So why to invest? Why big peoples are also behind investing money, smartly investing money? So we will learn that. Why to build our own portfolio? So you should know what is your requirement. So you should be at the center of building your portfolio, whether it is managed by someone else, but you should be at the center. You should know what you want down the line, 20 years, 10 years, 5 years. So why should we build our portfolio? Then everybody, as a wealth manager, I am doing risk assessment of my clients, but as a individual client or investor, you should also do your risk assessment. And what is that risk assessment, we will learn. This is a very important part. And many of the doctors and many of the layman persons are saying that the share market is jugar, or share market is gambling. Why they are saying that? Because they don't properly do their risk assessment. So risk assessment is very important. We will learn that what is risk assessment, and then what is a portfolio. So you are talking about portfolio, but what is portfolio, how it is built, and what are the component, how to actively manage that portfolio or passively manage that portfolio. So we should know the few terms. When you are talking about portfolio, you must know what is asset allocation, you must know what is diversification, and finally the most important topic of today's, how to select the stocks. I don't know how many of you are trading, investing actively, passively. I don't know the background of all of you, but I will give a rough guidelines to select the stocks and to keep a track of them, and how, where to do that. All these things I'm also going to share an app with you. That app will give will act as your guide, future guide for all your decisions. So let's start with our today's session. What is investing? So investing is the act of committing money or capital to an endeavor with the expectation of obtaining an additional income or profit, current income or future income or future profit. So why it is important? Because there are two important factors are there. That factors are very important. These two factors are these two factors are going to erode your money. Whatever you are earning today, 5 lakh, 6 lakh, 10 lakh, 8 lakhs, that are going to getting eroded every year. What are these two factors? These two factors are your taxation, and second is your inflation. So you must be knowing why market is crashing, because inflation is on rise currently, and this rise in inflation is causing eroding your earnings. Whatever you are earning monthly, yearly, it is getting eroded by almost 7% per year. So currently saving rate is around 5 to 6% in national banks. So you are eroding your money by almost more than 1% per year. So this is inflation is going to erode your whatever earnings. So if you are not smart enough today to invest, then your money will get eroded. And second, the taxation. Every year you are in the 30% of taxation. So if you are not going to invest properly, then you will lose your money. 30% you are paying to government. So if you are going to smartly invest your money and you are taking it back after 10 years, you will need to only pay the long-term capital gain tax. That's what. That is not 30%. It is much lesser than that. So these two factors are going to erode your money. That's why you need to invest smartly to beat the inflation at least. So more than 7%. So at least over the time of 20 years, if you are going to beat it by more than 5%, means 12 annual 12%, if you are getting from any of your from your all portfolio, then it is very good. And if you go with a high risk category, it may go to 15%, 18%, and 20%. So there is one thing in portfolio management, you need to beat alpha. Alpha is what? You should beat your index. You should beat your index. So what is our index? Currently index is our Nifty. If you go and check the from the inception, what is the return the Nifty has given, it is around 15 to 17%. So you should beat this returns of Nifty. So that is called as your portfolio alpha is more than Nifty. So this is the aim of any portfolio manager, Those who are talking about 20%, 5% per month, 3% per month. So you can ask them what is happening to their portfolio right now. So it must be 50% down today, because they are not talking rationally. So everybody's aim is to beat this Nifty's return. If you are going to beat this Nifty's return, then you are very good at your investment. Because what is in Nifty 50, top 50 companies. So Reliance, Reliance, Infosys, TCS, all these big companies are there. They are hiring topmost category people from the IIM, IHM, everything, and they are giving them an employment to them, and they are asking them to grow their companies. But how they are going their company? Maximum by 15 to 17%. And how we can beat that inflation or that Nifty's return? If you do proper portfolio build from the early level, you can beat that the big players also. So our aim should be beating that Nifty's return. So next is, so why invest? If you do proper investment, your money will work for you after 10 or 15 years. So again, investment is not a gambling. 3%, 5%, 8%, 10% per month is a gambling. That is not called as investment. So why might it be important for to invest? So that's why, to beat inflation, to escape from the proper tax planning, you should invest every year, every month, so that you can earn a handsome money down the line 10 years. And how you are going to earn that handsome money down the line 10 or 15 years? Why we are talking about investment proper today? Because today is a very important current market scenario is very important, because we are heading toward the recessions. We don't know where Nifty will head, 14,000, 15,500, or below that. People are waiting for that level since last 1.5 years. Now we are getting that level, so we can invest. We are getting all the shares into 15 to 20 or 30% discount from their lifetime high. So this is very good opportunity to build your portfolio. Definitely your Nifty we will go beyond 20,000 by the 2 or 3 years from the now. But you should show the courage and find some quality stocks and invest right now, so that you will earn handsome returns down the line 5 to 10 years. So why investment beats the inflation also and everything? Because, so you can see from this image that the net worth of Warren Buffett. So you can see here, there is no significant growth here. 1.4 billion, 2.3 billion, 3.8 billion. But what happened after that? Sudden there is a jump in the total net worth of Warren Buffett. So he's one of the, why we are talking about Warren Buffett? Because he is the only investor. We are not talking about Elon Musk, Bill Gates, or Mukesh Ambani, because they are businessmen. He has accumulated all these wealth or net worth from only smart investment. So that's why we are referring for any investment or any portfolio management, everything. Because he is a father of modern investment. So why this happened in last 10 years or 20 years? The answer to this question is your compounding interest. So even the most genius guy on the earth says that this is the 8th wonder of the world, compounding. So compounding interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't will pay for it. So this magic will happen only if you stay invested for good amount of time in good businesses. Again, I'm repeating, you should invest, or you should remain invested in a good business. And how to find that good business, we will learn today. So again, risk assessment, you should know your risk tolerance. Investment is about balancing between your risk and reward. So a measure of how much risk you can handle as an investor, you should measure how much is my risk tolerance, and what are the factors that determines the risk tolerance? The amount of money you have to lose. So if I'm earning 5 lakhs per month, I can ready to lose 3 to 4 lakhs per year, not more than that. So I should know my limit of losing money, maximum limit of losing money. I should know what is the time horizon for me. If I want to buy a a Mercedes down the line 5 years, I should know the time horizon. I should not say that market is down, so I will invest so that within 1 year market will come to 18,000 and I can buy the, I will invest 20 lakhs, so I will get the double 40 lakhs, so I can buy the Mercedes. So this is not the rational thing you are talking. So you should know the your time frame also, proper time frame you should know, realistic time frame you should know, emotional ability to handle risk. This is the most important part where doctor fails, because as a doctor we are the most reputed person in the community, in our circle, in our family, because we have achieved something big, because doctor is the most noble profession and we are called as a cream of our society. So we are not able to handle the losses because we are talking about risk and reward. So every reward will come with somewhat risk. So you will face the some losses in your life, but you should able to handle that losses properly. If you are getting emotionally liable for that losses, then your decision making will get hampered, and so you are not able to make proper decisions. And again you will fail, again you will lose, again you will fail, again you will lose, and you will say that market is not my business, market is only gambling, nobody can control market because market is supreme. And they don't know you are investing from Nanded 10 lakhs 20 lakhs in the market. They don't have anything to do that. Just it is you versus you, because you are emotionally liable, you are not able to take proper decisions. So you should know whether I'm made for intraday trading, swing trading, positional trading, or I want to build a long-term investment portfolio for down the line 10 to 20 years. So if you are planning to develop an investment portfolio for next 10 to 20 years, don't bother about such correction that is currently happening right now in all over globe. This is happening, so this is not anybody's fault. Everybody's portfolio is red. So this correction will are due every down the line 2 to 3 years. So don't bother for such corrections. So if you are getting annoyed with these all these corrections, then you are not definitely for the market. So leave the market and keep your money aside. Don't play with your emotions while investing or while trading. Determine what kind of investment you should pursue. So if you are thinking that cryptocurrency is very good, you are just you have seen somebody's profit or loss and you are doing investment without knowing anything about cryptocurrency, definitely you will lose your money. So you should know what kind of investment you should do: bonds, cash, blue chips, mid cap, small cap, mutual funds. You should know what should you do your investment, what is your time horizon, what is your risk tolerance. So risk tolerance, if you're going to invest in cryptocurrency, you have the bigger chances of losing huge amount of money. While if you're doing investment in mutual funds, this risk decreases gradually. So you should know what kind of investment you should pursue. So there is no right or wrong thing to or wrong way of investment in market, because there are lots of theories, lots of technical indicators, lots of fundamental theories, value investment, growth investing, all these different theories, because nothing is wrong and nothing is right. You should you should assess yourself, your risk tolerance, your day-to-day activities. If you have the time at the weekend, you can analyze the scripts at the weekend and do this long-term investment in such things. If you are busy in the intraday during your OPD hours and your in your clinics or in your duty, don't do any tracking of your market every half and 2 hours. So there is nothing right or wrong in investment. You should follow your instinct, you should follow your path, your risk tolerance, your emotional liability, everything you should follow. So there is nothing right or wrong in investment. So now we'll come to portfolio and diversification. So portfolio is one thing that I am advocating for everybody. You should find good businesses and do investment yearly. Your spouse, husband, wife, on your children's name, you should do investment. And if you want to see the real magic of investment or share market or stock market, keep that money invested for 10 to 20 or 15 years. So this is long term thing that we are talking. Why we are talking today? Because market is in healthy correction. We should invest in such healthy corrections. Partly, slowly, over the period of next 6 months, you should invest your money. Whatever you are having money, you should invest in good business. So it should be your long term goals, like your children's marriage, children's education, your retirement, your vacations down the line 5 years, 10 years. So you should have the long-term goal while building portfolio. This is not about trading, monthly income strategies, or swing trading. So this is long-term portfolio build. So you should have the long-term goals for that. What is portfolio? It is a conglomerate of the different financial assets which balances the risk and reward, risk and return of your investments. So what is diversification? A risk management tool that mixes the large amount of investment medium within a portfolio. Portfolio and diversification are go hand in hand. So if you are well diversified, your portfolio will survive any bad event or any corrections. You will have the good healthy portfolio or not deep red portfolio. So if you are so both the things go hand in hand. So what is an asset class? So we have the three definitions here: asset allocation, then diversification, and portfolio buildup. So what is asset or asset class? So one thing is, these are the asset class is the instrument, investment instrument. So all the investment instrument have one thing in common in them, that is risk. Every investment instrument or asset class has his own inherent risk. So asset allocation involves the dividing an investment portfolio among the different asset classes like bonds, stocks, cash, real estate, gold. So you should properly select the asset class depending upon your time horizon and your risk tolerance. So if you want to stay invested for 10-20 years, so you can go for mid cap, small cap. If you have the short term goal like 3 years, 5 years, you can stay invested in blue chip companies, blue business that are not going to fall soon. So these two, your time horizon and your risk tolerance will, on both these things we will select your asset allocation like stocks, bonds, cash, real estate, gold. So these are two important things while selecting your asset allocation in portfolio. So what is the ideal asset allocation for doctors? So this is very important pyramid, you can say. So you should have always this thing in your hand: contingency fund, that is 6 months to 9 months of your monthly expenses you should have in cash or saving account. You should have your proper health insurance, mediclaim insurance, or your term plan, your indemnity or professional indemnity insurance. You should have some liquid assets. If you have all these things properly, then you should invest second whatever money you have in your practice. This is for doctors specially. So you should invest all this extra money in your practice, buy good instruments, update your knowledge with CME, do investment in your hospital, in your OT, in your surgical skill, because that is going to give you a huge amount of returns. So if you don't know about anything, because you have studied your MBBS or your post graduation for 15 years, so you know the best thing among out of your practice. So you should invest in your practice first. Still some money is left, then you can diversify that is into equity, your debt, bonds, your gold, and then real estate. And still if you have the enough money after doing investment in these asset classes, you can go for alternate investment. So these are venture capitalists, preferred stocks, or you can go for cryptocurrency, or commercial real estate. So these are the alternate investment because they carry higher risk. So if you are going to invest higher risk money first, then you have the bigger chances of losing your money. So go from the safer to riskier category in your investment. So this should be your ideal asset allocation for our practicing doctors. So investment risk and return go hand in hand. So if you have the riskier investment vehicle like stocks, they should be chosen for long term. Sorry. So stock should be chosen for long term your horizon. Cash is the safest and lowest return giving instrument. Bonds are intermediate. Higher returns are you can take from the stocks. From the all asset classes in last 25 to 30 years, the highest return are given by the stocks. That is 15 to 18%. 15% is your return. 3% you get from the dividends. So this is average I'm talking about. Sometimes you may get 30%, sometimes you get 8%, sometimes you get 22%. So stocks and equities has given 15 to 18% of the return over the last 30 years. Then bonds we know 6 to 7%, cash we know 3 to 4% maximum. So for short term you can keep money here. If you have the any goal that is more than 5 years to 7 years, you should invest in stock only or equities only. But you need to diversify in stock, bonds, some of the in contingency fund. So these are the lower risky. But as you go more than 10 years, the risk of this equity also decreases. So asset allocation for doctors, those are in initial stages or in the mid practicing stage. You can go for equity up to 50%, your real estate up to 30%, cash and gold 8 to 10%, debt 15 to 20%, equity to 30 to 35%. So this is how the asset allocation you should do. For this is for only for the diversification and for the doctors. So risk is diversified. So even market is crashing, you will get currently 7 to in debt 7 to 8% returns. Real estate will be same because market real estate market is not down, only equity market is currently down. So here your return here will be negative, but you will be getting positive return from here, here and here. So this is how you diversify your portfolio. Even when there is a recession, you will get the good returns or your portfolio will be not in the deep red. So this is diversification. So how you diversify? Why you need to diversify? The systematic risk and unsystematic risk. Systematic risk is inherent to market, that is unpredictable. Currently, like we are facing the systematic risk that is unpredictable, nobody can predict. So there is a great recession. This is the how the your portfolio is risky or not is measured by your beta of your portfolio. So if beta of your portfolio is more than 1, then you are at more risk than market. If your beta of portfolio is less than 1, you are lesser riskier than market. So what is this mean? So if you are the Nifty corrects by 15%, if your beta is 1%, beta is 1, then your portfolio will be down by 5%. But your beta is less than 1%, your portfolio may be by 3 or 4% down only. So this is how we measure beta for the assessment with the market. What then what is meant by the unsystematic risk? That is the specific to industry, sector or company. So that can be managed properly with the diversification. So we reduce the unsystematic risk with the diversification. So we choose some of the company from large cap, small cap, global equity fund, some index fund, some real estate. So this unsystematic risk is managed. But the market risk, that is whole market is down, recession is going on, so this is called as systematic risk. So everything of this will be decreased. So we cannot manage the systematic risk, but we can manage unsystematic risk, that is specific to your company, specific company or specific industry through diversification. So these are the some of the concept of financial concept. I don't know how many of you are interested in this concept, but I thought if I am talking about the portfolio, so go somewhat scientific or somewhat academic wise. So that's why I'm explaining everything about the portfolio. So this is how asset allocation is there. You should diversify your investment into cash, bond and stocks. And amongst the equity, if you are going to do diversification with the some of the company with good consumer sector, technology sector, healthcare sector, industrial sector and financial sector. So this is called as a asset allocation and this is diversification. So now the most important topic of today is how to select good stocks. So long ago, Benjamin Graham taught me that price is the what you pay and value is what you get. Whether we are talking about your socks or stocks, I like buying quality merchandise when they are marked down. Like currently, many of the stocks are down, but their business is not down. So we should buy such good stocks in current market situation. Now, how to select? You can take the screenshot or you can write it down. I don't know what you want to do. If you want to see again, watch this video. You can watch. So you need to just answer these 8 questions for selecting a good stock. All of you have done lots of mistake. I have also done lots of mistake in my initial stages of investment or trading, because nobody was there to me to guide me. So how to select good stock? I have bought the stock on somebody's recommendation, some TV channels anchors recommendation, but finally I was in the loss. So how to select good stock? Answer just these questions. Does the company has good fundamentals? Do you understand the product services offered by that company? Will people still be using these product services in down the line 10 to 15 years now? Does company have a moat? What is moat? That is a low cost durable competitive advantage. So what is companies doing to than its competitor are not doing? Why this company where you are investing is special? Does company has a big debt? They have the big loan. Is company's management is efficient or qualified? And is the company is constantly in news and overly popular? So these are the few questions. Now you will ask, sir, आप इतना बड़ा लेक्चर दे रहे हो, इतना बड़ा सर को हेडेक कौन लेगा, ये कौन करेगा, तुरंत बता दो ना फॉर्मूला. So if you want to get my answer to your question, there is no straightforward formula. If you are working day and night and earning money, and you are just behind some tricks or calls or recommendation, then you are in deep trouble today or down the line 10 years. You have to give time to your investments. You have to spend at least 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and at least 1 hour in the weekends to do study and to look after all these things. Once you have selected one company, just you need to find the good prices to buy that stock or shares. So you will find good companies out of this, and for good levels you need to you must have some knowledge of technical, so you can get the good levels or good prices of that company also. But if you are not going to follow this, because I have also prepared this uh, uh, ppts especially for doctors, because I have seen many doctors committing big mistakes following somebody's recommendation कि भाई अभी 10% ऊपर जाएगा, 20% ऊपर जाएगा. आपको सब बंद करना है और आपको खुद खुद का एनालिसिस करने की आदत लगाना है. अगर आप ये नहीं करोगे, आज या कल आप डीप ट्रबल में पक्का जाओगे. ये मेरे से लिख लो, ये गारंटीड है. शेयर मार्केट में कैसा रिटर्न गारंटीड नहीं बोलते, इसमें पक्का आपको गारंटी है कि लॉस आपको मिलेगा. तो आपको आधा घंटा 15-20 मिनट आपको डेली देना ही है, और वीकेंड को एटलीस्ट 1 आवर देना है टू टू प्रैक्टिस योरसेल्फ. अब ये सब चीजें डिफिकल्ट लगेगी आपको, मगर आप 20 या 25 स्टॉक का इसके साथ एनालिसिस करोगे ना, आपको कुछ भी डिफिकल्ट नहीं लगेगा. आपको मैं एक ऐप बताने वाला हूँ, उसके अंदर ये सब और इजी हो जाता है. So we will start with the first question. Does the company has good fundamentals? अभी ये fundamentals means fundamental analysis. So we will just go through some of the fundamental analytic ratios that are very important to find good companies, good businesses among their competitors, among the industry, and among the all the stocks that we have. So earning per share, whether it is increasing for over last 5 years or not, whether price to earning ratio is lower to competitors and industry average, price to book value lower compared to in competitors and industry, debt to equity ratio should be less than, preferably 0 or point less than 0.5, return on equity should be greater than 15% last 13 years, price to sale ratio it should be smaller, it is like that your PE or price to book value ratio, current ratio is should be more than 1, and dividend company should be giving dividend, and that is increasing since last 5 years. If company is not giving dividend, other criteria, above criteria should be met. अब ये अभी आपको डिफिकल्ट लग रहा होगा, मगर ये कुछ भी डिफिकल्ट नहीं है. मैं जो ऐप आपको बताऊंगा उसके अंदर ये 1 मिनट में आपको पता चलेगा. इसके अंदर आप 3 या 4 चीजें भी याद रखते हो तो काफी आसान हो जाएगा अच्छी कंपनी ढूंढने के लिए. ये 3-4 चीजें आपको बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ये देखने के लिए. ये 4 चीजें भी आप देखते हो तो आपको अच्छा बिजनेस ढूंढने में ज्यादा दिक्कत नहीं होगी और आप इजीली वो कंपनी आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हो. तो ये 4 चीजें भी आप भी ढूंढ लेते हो तो आपको पता चलेगा कि ये बिजनेस अच्छा है और इसमें लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्ट हम कर सकते हो और रह सकते हैं. तो आपको अगर स्क्रीनशॉट लेना है तो ले सकते हो. ये वन वे कम्युनिकेशन जैसे लग रहा है मुझे. आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर गेटिंग और नॉट, how many of you are with me or not.
Sir, it's going very smoothly, no problem. If anyone having questions, they will keep in question box. There is a for Q and
Yes, you can
A
ask
box also.
down there also.
Yes, yes,
Because this
yes,
is
yes.
very yes, thank you sir. This is very serious topic, and currently I have given similar session in May 2020. Those people who have invested in May 2020, just after 1 or 2 months of any first phase of lockdown, they have got handsome return. And whole journey of me as a mentor, teacher or wealth manager has started after that as words only. Because don't take it very easily, even that this session is available free to you. Don't take it lightly, just get something good out of this lecture and start implementing. You will see the magic after your investment, and after finding good business, once your company will start growing, you will also enjoy, and you will then thank me, or I don't know when or not. So now does company has good fundamentals? Now where to find all the things I will tell you after our session has ended. Where to find all the things? There is one good app is there. We are going to I will give a demo of that app to all of you. You will find all the things very easy there. You cannot decide whether
Sir,
company will. Hello.
hello, Prashant sir. One question in question box. Will you take now or after your completion of PPT?
You can take, sir.
Will,
Yes, debt to liquidity. Yes, yes.
yes,
I
yes,
will
yes,
explain.
yes.
If you want that all the ratios, I can explain that ratio also, no issues. But I think we don't want to go into that detail of that all these ratios. But I will explain all the ratios if you are interested, because I thought it is going very. That's why I have just explained. You can take the screenshot, and we can discuss later on. So earnings per share. So what this ratio will tell, how we calculate earnings per ratio is whatever net profit company is getting after all taxation and everything, and number of outstanding shares in the market. So if profit is big, so our earning per share will keep on increasing for year on year. So you will get such graph. So this is earning per share is increasing means net profit is getting increasing if you divide by number of outstanding shares. So we want a company that is having net profiting increasing year on year basis. So that's why EPS is a measure of whether company is performing good or not. So this is simple way. So price to earning ratio. So what is this price to earning ratio? Everybody is talking about Nifty's PE or any company's PE or something. So one thing is that the ratio, this PE ratio is what we will say that PE ratio is 20. So what this 20 is means, simply I will tell you that you are ready to pay 20 rupees for getting 1 rupees of profit from that company. So when P is increasing like 40, 50 or 60, means company is getting overvalued. People are interested to pay higher to get this profit. When P is getting decreased 10, 15, people are not interested to buy this business. They are not wanting 1 rupee. They are not ready to pay the prices. This price is market share price. So people are not interested. So we always compare P ratio of that specific industry, like IT industry. we will compare all IT industries PO, Infosys with TCS, with L&T, with your Mahindra and Mahindra, all Mahindra Tech. We will compare within the industry. We will compare within the industry. So with competitors, with industry average, we will not compare the P ratio of Infosys with Bajaj Auto. I will show you in the when we will take the demo of that our app. So this is, we should compare with the industry. So those we want company with low PE to buy that business at cheap prices. Or if you see all these companies, they are doing good businesses like Infosys, TCS, L&T, Mahindra Tech, everything. These companies are doing very good business. So we'll do analysis of all these PE ratios and we will find the company with lower PE and we will invest. So this is our one of the decision making thing. We will find the PE ratio. Next is price to book value. So what is price to book value is PBV. Again, this we will compare with the industry only, like IT, automobile. We will compare within the sector only. So what is price to book ratio? Means this is compared with the tangible asset. What are tangible asset? That asset that you can touch. This is called as tangible assets. म्हणजे कंपनीची सगळी प्रॉपर्टी विकल्यानंतर माझ्या शेअरची व्हॅल्यू निघती का कमी निघतीये, जास्त निघतीये? तर ऍसेट कंपनीचे कधी पण जास्त पाहिजे, म्हणजे आपला पीव्ही रेशो कमी पाहिजे. ऍसेट म्हणजे कंपनीचे सगळे टँजिबल ऍसेट विकले तर आपल्याला सगळा पैसा भेटला पाहिजे. म्हणजे प्राइस टू बुक म्हणजे कंपनी जरी दिवाळी निघली तर त्याच्या टँजिबल ऍसेटनी आपला जे काही इन्व्हेस्टमेंट केली आहे तुम्ही त्याचे पैसे परतावा होईल की नाही होईल, याला आपण म्हणतो प्राइस टू बुक व्हॅल्यू. म्हणजे कमी पाहिजे, जास्तीत जास्त ऍसेट पाहिजे. इथं परत तुमची प्राइस आहे आणि खाली ऍसेट आहे, तर ऍसेट जास्तीत जास्त पाहिजे आपल्याला, मग ते पीव्हीव्ही कमी येईल. अगेन हे आपण त्या इंडस्ट्री सोबत कम्पेअर करतो. नंतर डेट टू इक्विटी रेशो. डेट टू इक्विटी रेशो म्हणजे कंपनीने लोन घेतलेलं म्हणजे डेट. तर डेट टू इक्विटी रेशो काय आहे? म्हणजे आता ऍक्च्युअली जे इक्विटी आहे हे इनडायरेक्टली एक लोन आहे. आपण शेअर होल्डर्स कंपनीला वापरायला देतो पैसे आपले, हे एक प्रकारचं लोन असतं त्यांना. पण कंपनीने आपल्याकडून लोन घेऊन अजून काही लोन घेतलेले आहे का बाहेरच्या फायनान्शियल कंपनीज कडून, त्याचा ना आपला रेशो किती आहे? म्हणजे कंपनी ओव्हर लोन घेऊन बसलेली आहे का म्हणजे बिझनेस चालवण्यासाठी, तर त्याचा रेशो कधी पण 1च्या कमी पाहिजे किंवा कमीत कमी 1 तरी पाहिजे. मग तुम्ही विचारणार सर अशा काही कंपनी आहेत का की त्याच्यामध्ये झिरो आहे? येस, देर आर मेनी कंपनीज. मी तुम्हाला एक स्क्रीनर पण सांगणार आहे आज, त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही झिरो डेट वाल्या कंपनी बघू शकतात. आता जसं आपण बोललोय इन्फोसिस, TCS ह्या कंपन्यांकडं 50,000 CR पर्यंत कॅश रिझर्व्ह पडलेलं आहे. पूर्ण आपली इकॉनॉमी जरी झिरो झाली तरी ह्या कंपन्यांकडे इतका मोठा कॅश रिझर्व्ह पडलेला आहे. सो दीज आर गुड बिझनेसेस, व्हेरी गुड बिझनेसेस, very good companies. Every correction you should buy, every correction you should buy, every correction you should buy. So this is, you can get these all good companies, all good businesses from this debt to equity ratio. मी तुम्हाला एक स्क्रीनर दाखवणार आहे आपल्या ऍप मध्ये, त्यातून तुम्ही ते सगळ्या झिरो डेट वाल्या कंपन्या शोधू शकता. रिटर्न ऑन इक्विटी. तुम्ही इक्विटी म्हणजे काय? आपण जे शेअर होल्डर्सनी जे काही पैसे दिले आहेत कंपनीला इन्व्हेस्टमेंट मध्ये, शेअर होल्डिंग, त्यांनी लावून त्याच्यावर किती रिटर्न कंपनी देते. तर जसं आपण बोललो 15% तरी मिनिमम पाहिजे आपल्याला. निफ्टीचं पण रिटर्न किती आहे? 15%च आहे. तर तेवढं रिटर्न तरी लास्ट 3 इयर्स त्या कंपनीने शेअर होल्डरकडून केलेल्या पैशाचा चांगला सदुपयोग केला आहे आणि एवढे ते रिटर्न त्यांनी लास्ट 3 इयर दिलं पाहिजे. तुम्ही जे काही इक्विटी वापरतायत, इक्विटी म्हणजे शेअर होल्डरचे पैसे जे कंपनी वापरतीये ते त्यांनी किती चांगल्या प्रकारे वापरले आणि त्यांना हे घेतले गेले. Okay, I will speak in English only. So what is return on equity? So equity is your shareholders money that company is using to build their business, whether they are using that shareholders money efficiently and generating good returns, like more than 15% at least we should have for last 3 years average. So if your company is smartly utilizing shareholders money and generating good returns, then that business is good, that stock is good. So price to sale ratio is similar to your price to price to equity and price to equity, price to earning ratio. Whatever the sales are going, whether in comparison to outstanding shares, whether they are increasing or not, on whether they are getting sales are increasing. If sales are going to increase, our ratio will be getting smaller and smaller. So smaller ratio is preferred. So we are going to compare with the other companies, industry specific companies. We will do the comparison within the sector, within industrial average. Current ratio is correlated with the how much liquidity that company is having to overcome the short term obligation on them. If they have the obligation of 20,000 crore rupees and they have the all assets, liquid assets of 20,000, means they have the good current ratio. So it should be more than one. Whatever the liabilities on short term liabilities on the company, whether the company is have the capacity to overcome that short term liabilities, that can be calculated with the current ratio. So if you have the good current ratio more than one, means your assets or short term assets are so good that you can overcome the short term your liabilities also. So means your ratio is more than one, means that business is very good, that business is very good. So we want a current ratio more than one. And dividend, company should be paying dividend, and that dividend should be getting increasing on year basis, at least for like last 5 years. And it is not compulsory for any company to give the dividends. So it is this is a somewhat comparatively basis or relative basis, because not all companies give dividends. They also invest that profit in again in the business, and their share price increases. Okay, I have started my communication in English and Hindi. I think these ratios are clear. We will go in detail while while going through our app that have the in detail explanation of all these ratios. So let's go forward. So this ratio will tell the good businesses that company has did till date. But we don't know about future, whether same trend will continue or not. That's why we need another 4 to 5 parameters or guidelines, objective guidelines to assess that business further. So what are these? Do you understand that product services offered by the company? What is that business, where they are doing, from when they have started, why they are doing, what are their, how they are managing that business, what are their services, what are their clients, and all these things we should get answers to all these questions. These are the very simple questions. So you need to investigate the company's business next, understand the company's business model, and learn about its product and services. Like example, if I'm going to ask you that if you have the you have the option to choose your classmate, that is you are going to pay for his next 3 years of college fees, tuition fee, hostel fee and everything, and that person will going to give your 20% of his salary for next whole life. So you need to choose one person from your class. So this is like our choosing a stock from the multiple of thousands of stock, which stock or which classmate of you are going to give you huge return. So obviously you will choose a classmate that will have the potential to give you 20% return of his total annual income. So how will you choose a classmate or your batchmate from that, or any person? If you are going to invest in any stock, you will find the good person who has the capability of earning good money in the future. So you will invest in such person or such business. Similarly, you should find the goods company, what are the services, what are the product they are giving, and whether I should invest in that companies or not. So hence always invest in a company that you understand what, like if you want to assess your classmate, you must be knowing how he is good in exams, how he is studying, how his back record, how smart he is, what are the percentages he is getting last 2 years, 3 years. So you should understand that business properly, that person completely. Then you are going to invest in that person, and that person will give you a lifetime good returns of 10, 20, or 20, 30% lifelong. So there are a number of companies that everyone knows and understand, from the toothpaste, soap, towel, t-shirt, jeans, shoes, bikes, cars, airlines, and banks. There is a company behind every product, and invest in such companies. Do not buy any stock of like ABC chemicals without knowing what are the product it produces. You will land in losses. आप लोग अगर आपकी पहली कुछ इन्वेस्टमेंट याद करोगे तो आपको सिर्फ शेयर का नाम पता है, उसका बिजनेस पता नहीं था, क्या प्रोडक्ट है, कहाँ कंपनी है, उसका क्या है, आपको कुछ भी पता नहीं था. And what happened to that your share that you bought initially? You are in loss. That must be penny stock. Somebody has recommended you. You don't know anything about that product, services, business. You have invested 1,50,000, 20,000, and the end result is you must have in losing that your money, or complete capital has been wiped out, because you don't know what company is doing. Still you are investing. You don't know your classmate, and you are investing, you doing investment in that classmate. Even he is poor in the his academics and everything, still you are going to invest. So end result will be you will be in the losses. So this is our life in India. We are surrounded by all these companies that are listed in the stock market. So if you start early in the morning, you do your brush with your Colgate or any ITC product, Colgate or any ITC product, you call your colleague, Idea phone, Vodafone, all are listed. You do calling to your hospital, your colleague, your patients, your doctors, your surgeons. You use Vodafone network, Reliance network, Idea network. All these are invested. Then you do breakfast with ITC product. You drive to your hospital, your business with Maruti, Tata Motor. Then your life goes on. Your banking, HDFC, Kotak. Then your again your biking system, your softwares, all software used by banking, non-banking sectors, your mobile, all are developed by these one of these companies. Then your furniture in the hospital everywhere you use Pidilite. Then your Larsen and Turbo, Pidilite, Crisel, Eicher Motor, Divis Lab, and finally your generator is made by Cummins. Everything. So every time, every minute in your life, you are surrounded by one of these company. Now my question is that if you are trusting all this company so much that you are doing your all finances transaction in HDFC, ICICI, Kotak Bank, why not to buy a share of that company? Are you going to stop taking your toothbrush today morning, tomorrow morning, or after 10 years, 20 years? No, you are still going to use Colgate. You are still going to use one of the vehicle. Just you need to be aware that they are still doing good business or not, whether we need to stay invested or we need to shuffle. From take Mahindra to TCS to Infosys. We need to shuffle, book profit, invest in other companies if they are not doing good. Just so this is how our life goes in India. So you don't need any portfolio manager, any wealth manager. You just need to just study some time and see around you what is happening and invest in that business only. So you understand all these businesses because you are using them day to day. So I am recommending you to invest in that business only. Somebody is recommending you some stock, we don't know about that business, that might be 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 30 rupees, 50 rupees stock. Why to invest? Go for MRF tire, even that share is of 60,000 rupees. Why this is costly? Because it has good market reputation, capitalization, market share. That's why that stock is costly. MRF tires, Nestle, Pidilite, L&T, TCS, Infosys, they are not cheap as 50 rupees or 60 rupees. They are coming around 3,000, 10,000, 17,000, 15,000. About India, Nestle India, because they are costly, because they want only serious investors to invest them. You will never go initially for these stocks. You will say, "Are 60,000 का stock कौन purchase करेगा? Nestle India का, MRF का, और 15,000 का नेस्ले का कौन करेगा, एबॉट का कौन करेगा, इतना महंगा थोड़ी स्टॉक होता है. Because they are very good businesses, very good businesses. They want only serious investor in their investments. They don't want any operators or anything, anybody in their investments. That's why these shares are very strong and healthy business they are doing. Will people still be using this product or services in down the line 10 to 15 years? So we need to ask about the future of company, whether this business will remain continue for next 15 to 20 years, because our horizon is like that only. Sorry. Yeah. So lifelong companies have huge growth potential, and the power of compounding that we have seen that is the eighth wonder of world will apply to these companies. Like Colgate that you are using, soaps that you are using, ITC's, Hindustan Unilever, all these companies are manufacturing soaps. You are not going to stop using soap. The fragrance will change, the color will change, the matter will change. It will become body wash, but it will not. You are not going to stop using soaps. So invest in such business. Pen drive, the pen drive might change down the line 3 to 4 years. Hard disk will come, something else will come. So don't invest in such companies. They should have the long lasting business, because we want a healthy growth and we want a power of compounding to show their business. The next question is, does the company have the moat? The concept of moat was popularized by the Mr. Warren Buffett. Now what is moat? So a moat is a deep wide ditch surrounding a castle, fort, or town, typically filled with the water and intended as a defense against attack. So what is the comparison with this moat and our stock market? So you need to find a company that has a very strong moat. No one can touch their business. No one can compete their business. No one can decrease their sales, their business. So the company should have the strong moat. So it is a low cost, durable competitive advantage. Some stock have a similar moat around them. That's why it's very really tough for its competitor to defeat them in that sector. Like I will show the example. Nestle. We know the Cerelac share in market is around 96%. So they have the big huge moat in comparison with the other competitors. Colgate, almost 70 to 80% business is with the Hindustan Unilever. Maruti Suzuki, 70% of the passenger vehicles, middle class vehicles are using Maruti vehicles. Everybody of you must be having your first four-wheeler of the Maruti card only, or you must be having at least one Maruti Suzuki four-wheeler at your home. So this is how they have the competitive mode. IT companies, Infosys, TCS. Why IT companies? I am telling, if I am starting business with, if I have given my IT management solution to Infosys, I will not change that IT solution. I will not change IT company. If I have the HDFC Bank and I want an IT solution for my banking system, my app, my web login, my online transaction, security, everything. So I have chosen Infosys. So I will not change that company at least 10-20 years. So they have the competitive mode, because people don't change their IT companies, because big companies, every company is run by the IT companies nowadays. So they have the IT companies. Similarly, banks also. If I am started, I am currently doing my whole business of financial transaction in from the ICICI Bank. So I am not going to change my bank sooner or later. I have chosen by taking all good decisions. Even though HDFC Bank is going to give me the 0.5% less rate of interest, still I'm not going to change my banks, because we choose bank permanently. We don't change our banking system regularly. So they have the competitive mode in such situation. Coal India, 98%, 90% share in the coal market. ITC, big tobacco share in that sector. Then your IRTC, 100%, only one company that is giving solutions to the catering system in our Indian Railway. So these are have the competitive mode. It is very difficult to defend this company in their sectors. So that's why they have the competitive mode. Find the company that have the competitive mode. So what is the now next is what is the company is doing to that They're competitive investors. So find unique selling point of the company, learn what is company is doing with which with the with the what are the competitors that are not doing with the. So like Maruti Suzuki, if you take the example, they have the low cost advantage. They are manufacturing the cars for only middle class. They have the service center and each and every city or tehsil also. They have the targeted class like middle class, middle upper class, and you can get the spare parts everywhere all across India. So they have the unique selling point. That's why we have the passenger vehicle. Their share is around more than 70% still today also. In comparison to, if you compare with the, I used to give the example of Ford, uh, but Ford is now pack up the thing from India because they don't have any unique selling point. They don't have any competitive mode. That's why that business has been, they have closed. Does the company have big debt? Debt is a very bad thing. If they are in the burden of debt, they will not going to give good earning per share. They will not be profitable, and your shareholding, your appreciation or capital appreciation will not be good. So we want company that are debt free or low debt. So big company, a big debt in a company are the same as the big hole in the boat. If hole in the boat is not filled soon, then it won't be able to cross the long sea and will definitely sink in between. So that's why we don't want company with a big debt. Avoid companies in banking sectors. For banking sector, they don't have the debts, they have the NPS. So if they have the huge NPS, avoid investing in such banks. Avoid investing in company with big debts. Now companies management is efficient or qualified. So what we should do, the management is a soul of company. They are the runner of the company, so that is soul of the company. Good management can prosper the company to new heights. Like we know Mukesh Ambani, Tatas, they have the very good efficient management teams, and they are themselves as the trusted businessmen in India now. So we feel safe while investing in such companies. On other hand, bad management can lead to downfall of the companies. Like Anil Ambani, the company has fallen because the management is not good. The person who is managing company has lost the control. So such things will go to the downfall of the company. So first do some research and find out the who is running that company. Among other companies, you should know who is the CEO, CMD, FMD. All these things are you should search and look for their past experiences. So what are their strategies, management strategies? What are their goals? What they want to do? So length of tenure of the management. If you feel the management is good, what are the length of management that management is having? Promoters are buying or selling the shares. They are doing regular buybacks or not. If they are buybacking their shares, they are buying. Promoters are buying the business, means the business is good. Perks and compensation that are given to staffs and workers is good company. Transparency of the management should be clear, and every decision should be transparent. So we must find all the company's management efficient, qualified, and transparent. So this can be found from the internet resources or the app that I'm going to tell you. So is companies constantly in the news and overly popular? So if constantly companies coming in news, because we know stock market is based on sentiments, the overly popular stocks that are constantly in news affect the expectation and decision of the public. These stocks can be inflated by the hype of the media, as people expect better results from this company. Even after good giving good return, the stock prices of this such company will fall. So that's why our try avoid buying the stocks of such company for easy returns. The hot stocks are subjected to market volatility, and the boring stocks are one which give the best return. So don't go behind the news and overly popular things. Now some of the tips for our investors, tips to avoid frauds. So this is a small clip, but I think we don't have time. I will share with the sir so you can share. So this is the one of the good movie you should watch, Wolf of the Wall Street. This is a clip how they sell the companies to you, or promote you to invest in their companies by false promising everything. So what are the red flags of the fraud? Sound good, too good to be true. If people is telling you somebody is coming, agent is coming to sell, invest in this business, buy this stock, buy this mutual fund, then if they are sounding too good to be true, such promises are of high return with little or no risk. So there is nothing like little or no risk. If there is guaranteed risk they are giving, then something is going wrong. High upside risk, and upside is high and there is no risk, it is not possible in market. So pressure, if they are giving pressure to you, buy right now sir, abhi buy kar lo, abhi buy kar lo sir, abhi bahut achhi opportunity hai, so then avoid that. Something is not good, wrong. Then lack of documentation, such as no public filings of the company. The recently one group of doctor has come to me, they are saying the forex market they are giving 5% return per month, but forex market is not legalized in India. Even 5% for 5 months is not good, and because your money is not safe, because who is managing your money we don't know, because completely forex trading is illegal in India. So no public filing, no statements, no prospects, unlicensed and unregistered salesperson. So you should be cautious while doing investment with such persons. Unsolicited offers, the salesperson or promoter approaches you, not the other way around. Examples like cold call, email आपको आ रहे हैं, social media पे आपको news दिख रही है, promote किया जा रहा है. Now we get the lots of ad of Octa FX app and other apps. They are showing advertise कि अभी बैठे बैठे मैंने trading चालू की, मुझे पैसा मिलने लगा 3% 4%, मेरे पैसे डबल हो गए. So these are coming on YouTube and everything, social media. So be aware of such ads. Newsletters, direct mails, free dinner seminars, all these are your things to trap you. How to respond? Be cautious, do your homework. If you're curious, simply walk away. So think of it this way: if you are going to give good amount of time to read good books, learn, understand the business, give time for your readings and understanding the business, and then you are going to do the investment, then the probability of your success will increase by a huge way. So start reading good books, start reading financial statements, start reading the fundamentals of the company. बैठे बैठे आप मोबाइल आप एनएसटी कॉल कर रहे हो, कुछ भी कर रहे हो, आप बैठे बैठे वहां भी कंपनी को ये कर सकते हो. एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट मैं हर बार ये बोलता हूँ, इन्वेस्टमेंट ये एक काफी सीरियस बिजनेस है, इसको हल्के से ना कभी लेना नहीं चाहिए. तुम्हारा पैसा खुद तुम मैनेज करोगे, उसके अंदर जो मजा है वो किसी चीज में नहीं है. तो आपको टाइम देना ही पड़ेगा, अच्छी बुक्स रीड करने पड़ेंगे. अभी कौन सी बुक रीड करना है? ये बुक से आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो या फिर मैं सर के साथ शेयर करता हूँ. ये काफी अच्छे अच्छे बुक्स है. आप एक या दो महीने में एक बुक खत्म करने का प्रॉमिस करो खुद को, और आपको बहुत अच्छा अंडरस्टैंडिंग आ जाएगा कि इन्वेस्टमेंट कैसे करते हैं, क्या करते हैं. फाइन ट्यून योर इन्वेस्टमेंट फ्रेमवर्क, ये सब बुक्स है अच्छे अच्छे. ये आपको रिच डैड पुअर डैड, ये सब तो बेसिक बुक्स है, ये अच्छे अच्छे बुक्स है इन्वेस्टमेंट के ऊपर, आपने पढ़ने चाहिए. And if you want to reach me, you can reach on our Telegram channel. You can WhatsApp me on my personal number. Just I will take few more minutes to show you that wonderful app and how to assess, how to do fundamental analysis of any company. Let me share my mobile screen with you. Just 1 minute. If you have any question till now, you can ask. If you can speak, it will be good. I don't know how the session is going.
So wonderful talk and very informative session.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
In question box, one question there is, I think from Dr. Karuna Patil madam. Elaborate about debt and liquid funds. That is related to mutual funds.
I'm not able to. I not see what are the
in Q&A Zoom and
okay.
You can see on
so
your
what was the question, sir?
Question from Dr. Karuna Patil madam. He is our senior member from ISA Nanded.
Okay.
He has passed
debt and liquid funds. Yeah.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Yes. So debt and liquid funds are the safest instrument. So what is actually debt is the loan company is taking from you. So debt funds and bonds are the things that companies taking debt from, like they have the fixed returns, they have the time period, 3 years, 5 years, 2 years, debt funds, bonds. So they have the fixed returns and fixed tenure also. 3 years, 5 years tenure, and the return will be 7%, 6%, 8%. So what we do, if you have the portfolio of suppose 1 CR, and as per our guidelines, 30% you should invest in debt or liquid funds. So if you are investing, doing investment in bonds that are giving 7 to 8% return per year, so what happens in such crisis like currently we are facing? What happens? These instruments still pay us 7 to 8%. So even on 30 lakh, 7 to 8% will be 2.5 lakh rupees per year. So what you can do, you can invest that money, because most of the retail players now don't have any money to invest. Even market is at bottom or at very cheap level, we are getting good stocks. In such time, you can get the money from debt interest, and you can invest that in the stock market. So that's why we advocate that 30-25% your portfolio should be in debt funds. So in bonds, what they have, the government bonds, they are very safest instrument, because government is giving you all guarantee. In that they have the 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years maturity. Then you have the corporate bonds, they give you higher returns like 8%, 10%, 9% returns. But we don't have any guarantee how that corporate will give the returns, or on time or not, or they will defer, or we don't know. So they are not safest. Even if you want to invest in corporate bond, go for their rating. CRISIL is giving rating, S&P is giving rating, Moody's is giving ratings for that bonds. Triple A, double A, single A, B, C, all these are ratings. So you can invest in such bonds. And liquid funds are, you can park your money for 3 to 6 months, 4 to 5 months in liquid funds. They are also giving same returns, 7 to 5%. Then you can invest your short-term money in the your liquid funds also. I think that is clear. Now, portfolio alpha and beta. The question is, the alpha is the return of the nifties. I have told you the annual last. We have the Sensex that is running from last 1970. From the 1970s, we have the Sensex. We have the Nifty. We have the recently from 1994-95. So we have the only 20 to 30 years returns of Nifty, that is around 15 to 17% returns we have the Nifty. So this is called as alpha. So every fund manager, your mutual fund, your portfolio manager, as a wealth manager, I am also, my target is to beat that alpha. Like my client's portfolio should be more than 15 to 18% down the line 1 year. So currently, if this year the Nifty's alpha is 10% because market has fallen, my client should get 12-13% at least. So this is how the alpha is there. Now, and beta is your whatever the stocks you are choosing. Means if I'm choosing like stock like volatile stock like Adani Green or Adani Entertainment. So if Nifty is rising 5% in a day, Adani Green may go for 10%. So that Adani Green stock has an alpha of beta of 2. So if Nifty is going 1% and my stock is going 1%, then my stock is having beta 1. Once you collect all the betas of your stock portfolio, if you have 15 stocks in your portfolio, you calculate the beta of your complete stocks, and then if your beta is more than 1%, or more than 1 means 1.5, 1.2%, then for every rise in Nifty for 1 rupees, you will get 1.5 rupees rise in your portfolio. Similarly, if your beta is 1.5 and Nifty is 1, if Nifty is going 2% today down, your portfolio will go 3% down. So this is how, depending upon the risk capacity of investor, we manage the portfolio beta of that client. If he was a higher growth, then we go for the higher beta of that portfolio. So this is how beta is there. So portfolio management is not a simple task. It is a very serious business that we are doing for our clients. and for our friends and everything who is coming to us and taking advices. So these are the some serious things that I have telling you today, because you are all learned person, doctors. I should not come with something random and giving you something for copy pasted from YouTube or something like that. So I have given some serious concepts to you today about all this portfolio diversification, asset allocation, alpha, beta of the stocks, and how you should do. So once the portfolio of any client goes about 25-50 lakhs, he needs some serious person to manage or look after that your portfolio. Otherwise, it will remain to subject to all market risk and everything. So you will face huge drawdowns and everything. So should I share my app?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please share. A lot of queries from all audiences.
So I'm talking about this app that is called as Stockage. So this is the app, Stockage app. So this is the one of the best app. So I can talk, I can explain you, I can give every detail of this app for at least 3 hours. This is one of the wonderful app. You must be knowing that. So start using this app, all authentic information. So you go first here on the search menu. So I have the Tata Motors here. I will click on that. So it will give everything. You can see the tab here: deliveries, updates, edge report, technicals, fundamentals, everything you will get on a single tab here. So now this is my Tata Motors. So I have, it is showing me the profile. Sector is automobile, ancillaries, industry, website, current market price, market capitalization, enterprises value. Okay, earning per share minus 35. Then your book value per share, price to book value, number of shares subscribed in the market. So face value is 2 rupees. So this is how everything you will get on a single tap. Very authenticated information on your mobile. You can sit everywhere. If you are in traveling, you are in call, everywhere, you are in your washroom, you can go and learn about this app. So this is how the, now you can see the, I am getting all these bars here. So these bars are net sale of this company, Tata Motors. The net sale of this company of last, these are per quarter basis. You can see, you can go here annual also. So this is for next last 10 years net sale. If you want to see quarterly, you can click here, you can get quarterly also. So all these things, these are the all fundamental things that are there. We need to go all these things while selecting the for our client's portfolio. But for sake of you, I have given only 5 to 6 ratios. Here you can see the ratios. Next to results tab is ratio. You can click here. Now you can see the return on equity, the first. So this is how the return on equity of Tata Motors of last 10 years. Okay. 2013 to 2020. You can see the how the return on equity has decreased in last 4 to 5 years. Return on capital employed, return on asset, we don't want that. Beyond this only one of the ratio, you can go for all these ratio. Then you can go for efficiency ratio here. These we don't also want. Growth ratios, we don't want these ratios. Solvency ratio, now the important ratio is total debt to equity ratio. That is very important for us. जैसे हमने बोला है कि ये एक से नीचे चाहिए टोटल डेट टू इक्विटी रेशियो, इनका 3 to 3.14 है, तो दे हैव द गुड अमाउंट ऑफ लोन ऑन देम. So good 3 times they have the loan, whatever the equity they have collected from the shareholders, of that 3 to 3.1 times they have the debt on them. Similarly the current ratio, and if you want to see in detail what is this total equity ratio, click on this I button, and then you will, I will take the screenshot and I will show you. So this small button here, if you click on this button, you will direct it to the YouTube video, and there they will explain this total debt to equity ratio in detail. Similarly here, so we want a current ratio, so you can click on this small uh, I button, and you will direct it to that YouTube video where they will explain current ratio in detail with examples. So 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 this is how they will explain the current ratio. So the ability of firm to pay the short term and long term obligation is called as current ratio. It considers the current total asset of company, both liquid and illiquid, related to the company's current total liabilities. So current is called as current because unlike some other liquidity ratio, it incorporates all the current asset and liabilities. So they have explained in clear. So we want current ratio to be less than 1. So we have the current ratio less than 1. So this is how, sorry, again we will go to Tata Motors, then fundamentals ratio, then next ratio we'll see the solvency ratio, total debt, we have covered this, cash flow ratio, we don't want this, valuation ratio. So this is how price to earning ratio, PE ratio that we are calling. So last 3 years they are not showing, but initially it is 21, 12. Okay, so we need to compare price to earning ratio within the sector, like motor sector, automobile sector, we will compare with the all other sectors. Price to book ratio, again this is again 3.7. We want lesser price to book ratio in comparison to other companies. Like if you Tata Motors will show. So if you want to compare Tata Motors, you can compare with the TVS Motors and other companies like Maruti Suzuki. So we will see the ratio. So price to book ratio is 3.7 here. So we will check for the Maruti Suzuki. So they have the price to earning ratio 47 and price to book is 3.9. So Tata Motors is having price to book ratio somewhat lesser, 3.7. Here there is a higher ratio. We want lesser ratio. Price to earning ratio here, price to earning ratio is 47. We are not able to see there in the. So this is how we compare with the other companies. So this is the app. You can also do a lot of fundamental analysis here. Like if you go Maruti Suzuki, you can go here financials. So you can tap on this blue bar, then you will come to know see the total assets and liability. So we were this is called as a balance sheet. That's why assets and liabilities are equal. That's why it is called as balance sheet. We are interested in equities and liabilities. We want to know whether this company is overburdened. So for Maruti Suzuki India, we will see how much debt or loan they have, liabilities. So assets fund means shareholding fund. They have the shareholders fund of 55,000 crore rupees. Their non-current liabilities is of 2,000 crore. Non-current liabilities means they have to pay this loan within 1 year. So that is very small amount. And current liability, sorry, non-current is long-term debt. Long-term debt is almost, sorry. So this is their long-term debt. So deferred tax liabilities are 141 crores. Other long-term liabilities are 2,200 crores. So such a small amount of loan they have on their firm. Current liabilities means they have to pay that loan within 1 year. So that is not a major issue. So this ST trade pays means whatever they are temporarily taking money from for the spare parts for assembly. So this is short-term trade pay. So that is almost 60 to 70% of that is short-term trade. So this is how we analyze the balance sheet and everything of that company. Now, if you want to see the debt-free company, go here in the scan section. Here there is a scan section. This is scan section. You can do the scan of different sectors. So go for fundamental scan. Now we will go for the So high return on equity, you can click here, you will get all the companies with the high return on equity. So you can see the percentage 2600 percentage. So you can filter here from the whether you want to go for Nifty 15, NSE, BSE, you can apply that filter and you can do that. I will show you the solvency, no leverage, turnover. I will show you one scan that is important. Some of the things are paid that we don't require. So now you can go for very high PE. So over valued stocks like more than 50 PE वाले स्टॉक आप यहाँ से ढूंढ सकते हो. Dividend paying stocks, constantly dividend paying stock, ये काफी important है. So you can go here, the CRISIL 51 times, TCS, HCL Technology, GMF Product, Page Industries, Manappuram, Nestle, Mindtree, ये आपको यहाँ से मिल जाएंगे कि dividend paying stocks कौन से हैं. अभी ये जो लोग प्लेज करते हैं ना स्टॉक्स, प्रमोटर्स, वहां आपका कहाँ आपको मिलेगा, सुंदरम, हिंदुस्तान, एफसीएल, जो प्रमोटर्स अपने कंपनी के शेयर ये कर रहे हैं, प्लेज कर रहे हैं, वहां आपको पता चलेगा. ये बाकी भी स्कैन्स है, ये अपने को यूज के नहीं जाता. सो दिस इज हाउ यू प्ले विद दिस ऐप, यू फाइंड गुड स्टॉक्स, गुड कंपनीज. वो आपको एक स्कैनर दिखाना बाकी हो गया. आपके कोई क्वेश्चन है तो आप पूछ सकते हो, तब तक मैं आपको दिखा दूंगा. यहाँ बाकी चीजें भी है, टेक्निकल स्कैन, ये बीटा स्कैन, आपको जो बीटा चाहिए ना, हाई मार्क बीटा, जो स्टॉक इंट्राडे वगैरह प्ले करते हैं ना, उन लोगों के लिए हाई बीटा स्कैन यूज करते हैं ये लोग. हाँ, ये नो लीवरेज, these are the company with no loan, no debt. So you can see these are the companies with zero debt on them, no loan, no leverage. So you can see here total debt is zero, total debt is zero, total debt is zero, total debt is zero. So total debt is zero. Maharashtra Scooters, total ACC Limited, no debt, zero loan on them, very good businesses. So you can come to know about all these companies: Bosch, Divis Lab, IFC, Sun Network, Oracle Financial Services, Indraprastha Gas, HDFC Asset Management, Mindtree, InfoH, Hathway Cable, ABB Limited. All these companies are without any loan currently. So these are all good businesses. High जो डेट टू इक्विटी रेशियो हमने देखा था ना, जो 1 से कम चाहिए, प्रेफरेबली 0 चाहिए या लेस देन 0.5 चाहिए, ये सब कंपनी का 0 है, नो लिवरेज. इतनी सारी कंपनियां हैं, तो आपको फिल्टर करना है तो यहाँ जाके फिल्टर कर सकते हो. तो यहाँ आपको मेजर स्टॉक्स करना है, निफ्टी 100, निफ्टी 200 में करना है, यू कैन अप्लाई एंड यू विल गेट द ओनली निफ्टी 200 शेयर्स. सो दिस इज हाउ दिस ऐप इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. दूसरी बात है, आपको इस ऐप के अंदर बाकी चीजें भी फंडामेंटल एनालिसिस करने के लिए अच्छी चीजें हैं. शेयर होल्डिंग पैटर्न आपको देखना है. प्रमोटर के पास मारुति सुजुकी 60% अभी भी शेयर्स हैं, फॉरेन इन्वेस्टर 22% है, बढ़ ही रहे हैं ऑलमोस्ट. डीआईएस के बाद अच्छे इंस्टीट्यूट है. प्रमोटर प्लेज होल्डिंग जो है, प्रमोटर ने पूरे शेयर, किसी भी शेयर को प्लेज करके नहीं रखा है, सॉरी, ये आपको यहाँ से पता चल सकता है. तो ये आपको यहाँ से पता चलेगा कि प्रमोटर ने कुछ शेयर्स प्लेस किए क्या, वो शेयर प्लेस करके उसके ऊपर लोन लिया है क्या प्रमोटर ने, यहाँ पता चलेगा. एफआईएस की होल्डिंग बढ़ रही है, कम हो रही है ईयर बाय ईयर, डोमेस्टिक इंस्टीट्यूट की बढ़ रही, कम हो रही है, प्रमोटर की शेयर होल्डिंग कम हो रही नहीं हो रही है, शेयर होल्डर्स कौन कौन है बड़े बड़े, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर कौन कौन है, ये आपको सब यहाँ पता चलेगा. अभी शेयर होल्डर्स देखते हैं कौन कौन है इसके अंदर. सो LIC कॉर्पोरेशन 5% शेयर, SBI रिटायरमेंट पेंशन फंड 2.4, प्रूडेंशियल ICICI ट्रस्ट 1.3, फॉरेन इन्वेस्टर का आपको सुजुकी मोटर कॉर्पोरेशन, ये उनके शेयर्स है, और पब्लिक नॉन इंस्टीट्यूट में ये बड़ा शेयर है, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर आपको यहाँ पता चलेगा. तो ये सब आपको म्यूचुअल फंड होल्डिंग इस कंपनी की मारुति सुजुकी के अंदर किस किस म्यूचुअल फंड ने परचेस करके रखा है, ये आपको ईयर वाइज पता चलेगा, देखना पड़ेगा, सब मिल जाएगा. आपको डील्स ब्लॉक डील्स या फिर बल्क डील हो गई, ये पता चलेगा। इनसाइडर, किसी इनसाइडर ने बाय किया है, अभी ये ही इज अ डायरेक्टर, इसने शेयर्स बाय किए मारुति सुजुकी के, कितने कितने शेयर, 60 शेयर बाय किए, वो सब आपको मार्केट शेयर पे पता चलता है। तो ये काफी कंप्रिहेंसिव ऐप है, इसके अंदर हम 2 या 3 घंटा भी बात कर सकते हैं। आपको बस आपको पता होगा ये ऐप, मगर इसका यूज कितना ज्यादा है, क्योंकि इतने सारे ऐप मार्केट में अवेलेबल हैं, मगर दे आर ऑल गोइंग टू कंफ्यूज यू। आपको एक ही ऐप फंडामेंटल एनालिसिस के लिए, स्टॉक सिलेक्शन के लिए बेस्ट है, टेक्निकल एनालिसिस के लिए काफी अलग चीज होती है, मगर ये ओनली फॉर फंडामेंटल एनालिसिस इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट ऐप आई हैव एवर फाउंड। आई विल रिकमेंड यू ऑल द टाइम यू गो, बैठे बैठे आप इसके अंदर खेलते रहो। इसके अंदर जो भी आपको कुछ डाउट आता है तो वहां आप क्लिक करोगे, तो आपको आई बटन पे क्लिक करोगे तो आपको उसका मिल जाएगा, ये क्या है, ये फीचर कैसे यूज करना है, आपको वहां पूरा डिटेल उसके अंदर मिल जाएगा। एनी क्वेश्चंस? एनी
Sir,
क्वेश्चंस?
one question from Dr. Karuna Patel, madam. What is EBI?
हाँ
What is EBITDA?
हाँ, ये अर्निंग्स बिफोर इंटरेस्ट टैक्सेशन आर्बिट्राइजेशन वो होता है। कैसे होता है, आपको फंडामेंटल एनालिसिस के अंदर काफी इंटरेस्ट दिखता है, मैं आपको समझा देता हूँ। एक मिनट, मैं व्हाइट बोर्ड यूज करता हूँ। इसके अंदर क्या होता है, सपोज कंपनी को 10,000 करोड़ का प्रॉफिट हुआ है, ठीक है। इसके अंदर अर्निंग बिफोर इंटरेस्ट टैक्सेशन एंड आर्बिट्राइजेशन जो होता है, तो उसके अंदर क्या होता है, आपको टैक्सेशन लगता है 30% या 25% जो कंपनी टैक्स है वो लगेगा इसके ऊपर। उसके बाद आर्बिट्राइजेशन लगेगा, बाकी सब ये चीजें जो टैक्सेशन निकाल के बाद में, ये इतना कंपनी ने एक्चुअल जनरेट किया था कि कंपनी का पोटेंशियल कितना है इसके अंदर आपको पता चलेगा, एक्चुअल पोटेंशियल कितना है। ये सब टैक्सेशन जाके बाद में ये कम से कम 6,000 करोड़ भी आ सकता है या उससे भी कम आ सकता है। तो उसके ऊपर हम अर्निंग पर शेयर या फिर पी रेशो वो सब चीजें करते हैं। नेट प्रॉफिट, वी कॉल दिस एज अ नेट प्रॉफिट। मगर उसके पहले कंपनी ने सेल करके या सब करके कितना पैसा कमाया वो भी काफी लोग देखते हैं, क्योंकि ये टैक्सेशन वगैरह करने के बाद तो काफी सारे पैसे कम होते हैं। उनकी लायबिलिटीज होती है, लोन का पेमेंट होता है साल का, उनका 2,000 करोड़ समझो EMI जा रहा है, समझो उसका जो पेमेंट लोन में जा रहा है, वो सब लोन पेमेंट, आर्बिट्राइजेशन, टैक्सेशन सब वो कट करके ये इतना बचता है। तो वो इसके ऊपर अर्निंग पर शेयर वगैरह कैलकुलेट करते हैं। मगर कुछ लोग ये भी देखते हैं कि भाई कंपनी में एक्चुअल पोटेंशियल कितना है, ये सब जा रहा है कंपनी के अंदर, समझो काफी बड़ा लोन कंपनी ने लेके रखा है, तो उनके ऑलमोस्ट 10,000 उन्होंने कमाया और उसके अंदर 6,000 करोड़ उनकी सिर्फ लोन पेमेंट में जा रहे हैं, तो बचता कितना है 4,000 करोड़, उसके ऊपर टैक्सेशन लगेगा और ये सब कट करके फिर आपका प्रॉफिट सिर्फ आएगा 1,500 करोड़ रुपए। सो आप ये नहीं बोलोगे यार ये सिर्फ 1,500 करोड़ दे रही है तो इसका अर्निंग पर शेयर कम हो गया, इसका प्राइस टू बुक सब कम हो गया। नहीं, कंपनी 10,000 करोड़ रुपए कमा रही, मगर उसके सब इतने सब लोग ये सब जा रहे हैं पैसे के अंदर लोन रिपेमेंट में। तो ये अर्निंग्स बीटा जो है वो भी पहले देखा जाता है कुछ कुछ कंपनियों में कि उनका पोटेंशियल एक्चुअली कितना है बिफोर टैक्सेशन, लोन पेमेंट, आर्बिट्राइजेशन, वो सब चीजें। आई थिंक ये सिंपल लैंग्वेज में अपने लोगों के लिए काफी सफिशिएंट है और डिटेल कंफ्यूज होना नहीं चाहिए। तो जो अभी जो कुछ क्लाइंट होते हैं, सर हमको ये सब अल्टरनेट इन्वेस्टमेंट, आपने जो ऊपर देखा था ना ट्रायंगल अल्टरनेट इन्वेस्टमेंट, तो कुछ क्लाइंट होते हैं जिनका सब हो चुका है, क्रिप्टो करेंसी में डाले, सब डाले, फिर भी 1 करोड़ रुपए बचते हैं साल के। तो उनके लिए व्हाट वी डू, हम ऐसे स्टॉक्स ढूंढते हैं जिसके अंदर अर्निंग्स पर बीटा खूब बहुत ज्यादा है, मगर वो कंपनी का लोन में पैसा ज्यादा जा रहा है, और वो कंपनीज भी जो है ना फिर वेंचर कैपिटलिस्ट ढूंढते रहते हैं। समझो अगर ये 6,000 करोड़ कंपनी के लोन पेमेंट में जा रहे हैं, अगर कोई एंजल इन्वेस्टर आता है, हमारे जैसे एक 100 लोग आ गए, उन्होंने बोला कि चलो हम इस कंपनी में 2,000 करोड़ रुपए इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, और उनका लोन जो पेमेंट है वो साल का 6,000 करोड़ से डायरेक्ट 2,000 करोड़ हो गया, क्योंकि हमने इन्वेस्ट किया है ना, इक्विटी डाली उसके अंदर। तो वो लोन कम हो गया, तो अभी सोचो वो जो 4,000 करोड़ है वो नेट प्रॉफिट में आ जाएगा ना, तो कंपनी का अर्निंग पर शेयर बढ़ेगा, सब बढ़ेगा। तो जो अल्टरनेट इन्वेस्टमेंट है, जो काफी बड़े बड़े इन्वेस्टर होते हैं, वो सब लोग ये सब चीजें देखते हैं कि भाई ये टैक्सेशन जाने दो, लोन जाने दो, अगर मैं कंपनी बिजनेस परचेस करता हूँ तो मुझे कितना फायदा कंपनी सकती है, उनका एक्चुअल पोटेंशियल क्या है वो आपको पता चलता है उसके अंदर।
Sir, next question is related to you. Thanks for explaining in simple way. One question
थैंक यू
from
सर।
our one question from our senior member, Dr. Pallavi. He is asking if you are a portfolio manager, what is brokerage?
एक्चुअली वो सब चीजें जो है ना, आपका रिस्क टॉलरेंस कितना है, आपको एग्रेसिव ट्रेडिंग करनी है, इन्वेस्टमेंट करनी है, हॉराइजन कितना है, वो सब चीजें डिपेंड होता है। सो अगर आपका कोल्ड ज्यादा एक्टिवली मैनेज पोर्टफोलियो नहीं करना है तो 3 to 4% पर ईयर हम लेते हैं उसका मैनेज करने के लिए। अगर आपको मंथली इनकम चाहिए, एक्टिवली मैनेज करना है, ट्रेडिंग करना है, ऑप्शन करना है, वो सब चीजें करना है, तो वो प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग पे जाता है फिर। सो 20 to 30% हम उस स्लैब में प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग करते हैं उसके अंदर। तो वो सब चीजें बाद में है। सो दिस इज नॉट अ गुड प्लेटफॉर्म टू शो, बिकॉज आई एम नॉट हियर टू प्रमोट माई सेल्फ। आई एम जस्ट यू हियर टू गिव यू द प्रॉपर नॉलेज, authentic knowledge, so you will have the financial academic fish today, I think.
Thank you, sir. One of the best talk on this subject. You are the authority person on this, definitely. And
Yes, sir.
in this session, almost other state branches also joined with
Okay.
our Marathwada Association was also present. Not only Nanded, but even
Thank you, sir.
Maharashtra members also was there. 2-3 secretaries from other branches
Great.
who were present, and
Thank you, sir.
everybody appreciated your work and your authentication on this topic, because you have almost cleared a lot exams in this field. And
Yes, yes,
you
sir.
are one of you are one of the authoritative person in doctor field, basically.
Thank you,
So
sir.
whatever you're speaking is very much knowledgeable thing, and nobody knows what is the share market and how should we invest in this. You talk on that very nicely, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot on that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So nice of you for inviting me and other branches also. I'm ready to help anytime. All sessions we can take multiple topics. We have ready to speak on technical analysis, option, everything we can talk. And thank you for patiently listening. It is almost 2.5 hours I'm talking. I think मुझे पता नहीं आप लोग कितना ये कोरिलेट कर पाए, क्योंकि this is somewhat academic. And the simple thing, if you go and check that app also, you will come to know many things. You just click that I button, it will explain that concept very well. And if you have any problem, I'm ready to solve your doubts. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, thank you. On this weekend, you have given very much valuable time for us. I'm really appreciate you, because your a lot of students are here in Nanded who
Yes, sir.
learns financial markets from you.
Yes,
So
yes, sir.
so I'm very much eager to hear from you a lot of knowledge,
Yes.
and you, as expected, you done more than that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks again once again from ISA Nanded City Branch, that you gave us a valuable time for us.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
मतलब
We will.
बाकी मैं जो सिखाता हूँ वो टेक्निकल एनालिसिस है, प्राइस एक्शन है, ऑप्शन है, वो काफी डिफिकल्ट है, और ज्यादा जो एक्टिवली इन्वेस्ट करना, ट्रेडिंग करना चाहते हैं उनके लिए है। मगर ये काफी बेसिक था। आप लोग ये वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग आपको मिलेगी, आपको टाइम मिला तो फिर से देखना, स्लोली जाओ और इसके अंदर रिपीटेडली देखो, आपको अच्छे अच्छे स्टॉक्स मिलेंगे। यू विल वंडर मेनी थिंग्स दैट दिस इज वेरी सीरियस बिजनेस। You should select your
Yes, sir,
stocks
yes,
on
please.
your own money.
Yes, sir. I'm myself is I did what I can say. I did a lot of work in this field also. I'm almost 2008 since I'm working in this field, financial markets, and I'm
Great,
planning
sir.
for CMT. Basically, I did LLB, LLM, and PG taxation
अरे बाप रे,
law
जबरदस्त।
in with MBBS and MD anesthesia, and I'm
अरे
doing now
वाह।
CMT, planning for CMT. And you did a very much good knowledge. What I am thinking about you, and you share a lot of thinking. Like I never thought that. Even for my practical purposes and theoretical purposes, I learn a lot from you.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
one question from Balraj Bokhare. He said, "Sir, kindly arrange technical analysis seminar." It's out of
Definitely.
my area. Actually, it's not a thing that I can keep on case meets. That technical analysis on stock market. It's very. But meanwhile, whatever we can do little on this topic. Definitely, Balraj, I will tell Dr. Prashant sir to do on this if he have time. Basically, he is a very busy person, and if he thinks that he can give some time for us.
Yes, definitely. We will take no issues. आपण करूया, चांगलं करूयात. Yes.
बिलकुल बिलकुल सर. चालेल
Thank you, sir. Thank
चालेल.
you.
सर शुभरात्री. गुड नाईट. हॅपी विकेंड फॉर दिस. आणि तुम्ही फार छान छान वेळ दिलात आम्हाला, आणि वन ऑफ द बेस्ट फंडामेंटल बद्दल फार छान सांगितलं सर तुम्ही. थँक्यू सर. थँक्स लॉट.
फंडामेंटल खूप छान आहे सर, एकदम मस्त आहे फंडामेंटल. टेक्निकल वर तर म्हणजे विषय नाही, मी खूप बोलू शकतो, पण फंडामेंटल इतकं छान आहे ना, म्हणजे कंपनी स्क्रीन करायला चांगलं वाटतं. आणि आपण जेव्हा क्लायंटला सांगतो, क्लायंटला समजून सांगतो की बाबा मी कंपनी तुम्हाला ही अशी सिलेक्ट का करून देतोय, तर ते आपल्याला बेस पाहिजे ना. आपण क्लायंटला सांगणार की बाबा तुम्ही ह्या कंपनीत इन्व्हेस्ट करा सर. म्हणजे
होय होय होय.
आमचे जे गुरु आहेत त्यांनी त्यांच्या क्लायंटला सांगितलं होतं की 180 रुपयाला तुम्ही डी मार्ट घ्या. त्यांनी 8 करोड रुपये टाकले होते त्यावेळेस, 180
अरे
रुपयाच्या भावाने.
बापरे.
आता तुम्ही आता हिशोब लावा. मग असे लोक
हो.
व्हाय दे आर कमिंग टू अस अँड व्हाय दे आर आस्किंग की सर आमचा पोर्टफोलिओ द्या, आमचे पैसे चांगले मॅनेज करा. तर ते तिथं 2-3-4% किंवा प्रॉफिट शेअरिंग काही राहत नाही तिथं. पण ते तुम्हाला कळलं पाहिजे की काय कशात काय होते आणि आपल्याला कुठं हे करायचंय. सध्या 30 ते
रिअली
40
रिअली
करोड
सर.
मॅनेज करतो मी. 100 ते 500 करोड मॅनेज करायचा प्लॅन आहे भविष्यात.
वाव. मला वाटत नाही तुम्ही प्रॅक्टिस करत असताल म्हणून पेडेंटची.
करतो. या औरंगाबादला आलं की या. येस.
बिलकुल सर. मी 101% मी येईल मी. आणि लिटरली
करा तुम्ही
वन
CFP
वन
काही मदत लागेल
मी
सांगा.
मी ना सर, मी काय केलं होतं एकदा, टिप्स इंडस्ट्रीजचा होता माझा कोरोनामध्ये. मी आय थॉट दिस विल बी वन ऑफ द बेस्ट डिजिटल इरिना, दॅट एंटरटेनमेंट प्लॅटफॉर्म. तर मग मी चेक केलं होतं. 180, 170, 150 या रेंज मध्ये मी चेक करू लागलो त्याला. And that time I booked almost 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs something I invested in that. आणि
Great.
तो ऑलमोस्ट 4 डिजिट्स मध्ये गेला नंतर तो. अँड आय बुक ऍक्च्युली तो काय म्हणतात त्याला, मंथली चार्ट्स, वीकली चार्ट्स, इयरली चार्ट्स,
Yes.
क्वार्टरली चार्ट्स मी पाहतो. आणि मला 3-4 असे काही भेटले जे ब्रेकआउट्स. आय एम व्हेरी मच हॅपी ऑन दिट. इवन अदानी सुद्धा मला जबरदस्त, आय एम व्हेरी मच इन्व्हॉल्ड इन अदानी. त्यात
Great.
सुद्धा इन्व्हेस्टमेंट होती माझी.
Yes.
तो सुद्धा एक
जबरदस्त.
जबरदस्त स्टॉक होता. त्यात सुद्धा मी बाहेर पडलो. आता मी इलेट वेव्स मध्ये आहे सर. ऍक्च्युली
अरे वा.
इलेट्स करतो मी. इलेट्स मध्ये माझ्या 3 एक्झाम झाल्यात आतापर्यंत. आणि करतो रेग्युलरली. ऍक्च्युली ऑप्शन्स मध्ये इलेट वापरतो मी सध्या.
चांगले सर.
चालेल सर, आपण भेटूया नंतर.
थँक्यू सर. थँक्यू.
येस सर. थँक्यू. थँक्स लॉट फ्रॉम आयस अँड अदर. येस सर.
Yes,
बिलकुल. थँक्यू सर. थँक्यू. गुड नाईट सर. गुड नाईट.
गुड नाईट.